Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name's Abigail. If you're new to this channel, welcome. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do flawless summer makeup without you creasing and looking oily during the day. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then stay tuned. So right now I'm going to start priming my face, and I bet you guys can see that my skin is looking kind of oily because it is very oily. So I'm going to be starting with the NYX Pore Filler Primer Base. This one right here. And yeah, and then I'm gonna prime my face, but I'm gonna do something next, so stay tuned. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a Sacha Buttercup setting powder. You can also use translucent powder. I think translucent powder would be better to use than this one because it's yellow. But because I don't have my translucent powder, I'm just gonna use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to dust it all over my face. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use very little because I don't want my face to be too powdery, and I don't want my skin, like when I put on my foundation, I don't want it to look cakey and powdery and yellow at the same time. You get what I'm saying? With just a little bit in the pan or in the cover of the setting powder, I'm just going to dip my brush in and dust, or do it in circular motions. Anything that tickles your fancy, really, just do it, really. So yeah. And so I'm just buffing it into my skin, and what it's going to do is it's going to dry up any oils on my skin and make my face feel very smooth. Already it does feel smooth because of the primer, but because I want my foundation to last the whole day, I'm going to do this step. Another thing that you can do is use milk of magnesia. Is it milk of magnesia? Yes, milk of magnesia. So you can use that as well. I would not recommend that you use it every day because remember, it's a laxative, it's for your stomach. So whatever it does in the stomach is the same thing that's going to do on your face. So just be aware of that. So yeah, after I buff this into my skin and I feel like it's good, because oh yeah, this is really matte. Now moving on to the next step. Okay, so my next step is to color correct because I have dark circles and some spots on my face. So with my brush, my little Real Techniques brush, which I've broken, I'm so sorry, I am going to put in the color corrector on the affected areas. So where I have dark spots and also under my eyes, because I don't want the dark circles to show through my foundation, because I've tried that before and it did not look good. So yeah. Okay, so right now I'm going to go in with my foundation. I had to pull my hair back because my hair did not want me to be great. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 410. And I'm also going to go in with my number 7 Skin Illuminator, which is a natural looking radiance for a beautiful glow. Well, that's what it says on the package, so that's good. So it's going to give me this really nice natural glow, kind of dewy, you know. That's basically the look I want to achieve because it's summer, so you have to look nice and glowy and dewy and all of that great stuff. So yeah, I'm going to mix the two on my, once I can find it, I will show you. Yes, on my professional makeup palette, yay. And this, I got this from AliExpress because you know what, I really do not like putting foundation on the back of my hand anymore. It's really annoying. I just don't like it anymore, especially when it goes everywhere, and nah, I don't need that stress. So I'm going to put it on here, mix it up, and then put it on my face. Okay, so right now I'm mixing it all up, and I use very little for my face. Like, this is how much I use, because I don't want my face to look cakey. Already I have powder on my face, I have primer on my face, so just so that it doesn't look cakey and weird, I'm going to use very little. This is how much I'm going to use. Hopefully it spreads all over my face. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use for my face. Okay, so I just finished applying the foundation on my face, and I mean, look, it looks amazing. It looks really, really good. And another thing that I realized that I did, which, you know, I didn't take notice of before, was that I used the same brush that I used the setting powder on my face with, so it still had a little bit of powder in it, so that mixed with the foundation, mixed with the powder that I had on my face, mixed with the primer, the matte primer really helped to make my skin mattify and look really fresh and dry and just really amazing. So every form of moisture or any trace of moisture really is just trapped in the powder and trapped into my skin as well. So it just looks really good. Like, you guys comment down below, let me know what you think of this. Does this look good, or what do you think? Or do you even have other techniques for oily skin? If you have other techniques, please comment down below. So moving on to the next thing, which is brows. Yeah, actually, you know what, I can literally just get up and go out like this. All I need to do is just use my spoolie brush and brush my eyebrows into place. Or, I mean, if you're very particular about your eyebrows, you can still do your eyebrows. But if you're not too particular, or if you're in a hurry to go someplace, you can just brush your eyebrows, really. Like, just brush them, you know, into place, and you're good to go. Your face is matte. Put some nice gloss or some lipstick, and you're good to go. Like, this is just done. Like, it's done. You've got your setting powder, you've got your primer, and your foundation. Everything has just locked in nicely. You don't need anything else. Okay, I'm rumbling too much. Moving on. I just did my left eye, and so I'm just gonna show you what I did on my right eye. So first of all, I'm going to start with my brows, and I'm going to use my spoolie when I can find it and brush my eyebrows and start filling in my brows. So just brushing it, you know, and it's in the way that it's supposed to go. And now I am going to go in with my brow pencil from Sephora, and Crayon Sourcil Retractable. Why am I punishing myself? It's a retractable brow pencil. I should be speaking French, but you know, I'm just, you know, bear with me, guys, bear with me. And it looks so cute. So yeah, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows real quick with some quick strokes, and this pencil is quite dark, so be mindful of that. I mean, if you have it or if you plan on getting it, just letting you know, it's quite dark, so you don't need to use too much. So I'm just filling in the sparse areas, and then after I'm gonna clean it up. And yeah, I'm just distributing the product into my brows, and also so that it doesn't look too bold, because I don't want it to look too bold. So after that, I'm going to go into cleaning up my brows, and I'm not using a concealer for this. Actually, what I'm going to use is, first let me find it. Where did it go? It's the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation in Cinnamon Spice. I bought this some time ago for foundation purposes, obviously. But it turned out to be too light for me, which is weird because can you see this situation? Yeah, but it was too light for me. I don't know about now. I haven't tried or attempted to see if it's still too light for me, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so when I'm doing my eyebrows, what I do is I tilt my head so that I'm able to not only follow my eyebrow without shaking or anything like that, but also to be able to give myself a bit of an arc, because I like arched eyebrows. So I try, although it doesn't always work for me, but I try and just give myself a tiny bit of an arc and then follow through to the tail end of my brow. And I do the same thing, tilt my head so that I can get like a smooth flow, you know? So after this part, I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush and buff the foundation concealer into my eye and my brow area, and then we move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to start with some eyeshadow from Huda Beauty in Sandalwood. I didn't set my concealer foundation because I want the colors to pop a bit, maybe not too much, but just a bit. And one trick that I've learned from other MUAs on Instagram and YouTube is that you don't need to set your concealer once you're done. Just wait for it to become a little tacky, not dry but tacky, and then you apply your eyeshadow. And what that does is it makes your eyeshadow really vibrant and, you know, very visible. So, but for this look though, that's not what we're trying to achieve. So I'm going to go into Sandalwood right here, and I'm going to buff that into my crease. So with just a little bit on my fluffy blending brush and lowering my eyes like so, I'm just going to do this in circular motions and buff it into my crease so that it warms up my eyes, warms up my look. And I also take it up to my brow because I don't want this part to be looking really, really light. It's supposed to look natural, so, you know, yeah, I don't want that going on. So I'm just buffing that into the crease of my eyes. I am going to go into Bay right here for my brow bone. So I'm just tapping my brush into that. I'm using the same brush. And then just, you know, sweep it over my brow bone so it really highlights my brow bone. I am going to go into Cocoa. Ooh, sorry. Cocoa over here. And then I am going to put that at the outer corner of my eye just to add some more depth to my eye look. So I'll pat it in first because it really helps to make the color look very pigmented, and then after I start to blend it in and buff it, like really buff it into my eye and cause it to blend well with the other color. So yeah, and I just bring it in just a little bit, not too much, because I don't want my eyes to look too dark. So after that, I go back in again. I go back into Sandalwood, and then I buff just a little bit so that it doesn't look too dark and so that the colors blend together properly. Okay, and then I just take it out just a little bit, buff it in, and yeah. And then next I'm going to do eyeliner. That is really tricky. So after my eyeliner, we'll move on to the next part. So I'm going to do my eyeliner off camera and then we move on to the next parts. Okay, so next we're going to move on to highlights and contouring. And as per usual, I am going to be using my NYX Stay Matte but not flat foundation for this as the first layer. And then after that, I am going to top it off with what am I saying? LA Girl Pro Concealer in Porcelain. I know, it's very light, but you'll see what it'll do. It's gonna, you know, just give me a little bit of a boost, you know, give my highlighted areas a little bit of a boost. So, and I'm not gonna be using so much. I'm just gonna use very little of this just to lighten it up a little bit, so don't be scared. So yeah, so I'm going to start with the highlights, and I'm going to put this underneath my eyes. So gonna start with some sort of a triangle over here and over there. Probably add a little bit more, and then my chin, cupid's bow area, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. And then I am going to use my foundation brush to buff it all in. Yeah. Next, I'm going to contour, and so I'm going to be using my Black Opal stick foundation in Black Walnut right over here, which is almost done because I've used it a lot. And just contour, but I'm going to do like really not like deep contouring, very light, very light. And for my nose, I am going to use a contour powder to contour my nose, because I don't want heavy contour for my nose. I want it to be really soft and beautiful. Yes. So now I'm going to buff this into my skin with the same foundation brush. Not changing my brush for no reason. Like, I don't need to stress myself out with that. Buff it into my skin. Sorry if I keep moving away from the camera. I'm using my mirror, and you know, I like to go. I'm buffing it into my skin, and I'm bringing the contour down this way, because I want my face to look real skinny, because lately I've been eating a lot. And for my chin area, I'm going to also use powder to contour that area. So I used very little foundation for the contour, because obviously I'm bringing it all the way down, so I don't want it to be like long and now I'm trying to buff it and it's not buffing properly, and it just looks a hot mess. So it's better to use a little bit, so then you can buff it as much as you want, and if you need more, you can add more. But because I don't need more, this is all I'm going to use. Next step is to set the highlights. So I'm using a little bit from my Sacha Buttercup cover, and then I'm just going to press it into the concealed areas, the highlighted concealed areas. Just press it in, and see, a little bit goes a long way. But the thing is, I'm not going to leave it on for a long time, because one thing I realized when I did that was it made me look so cakey and powdery, and I did not like it at all. And already I'm using a matte foundation. I have mattified my skin with the powder. There's a whole lot of mattification going on here, if that's even a word. So I don't want it to look too matte, but yeah, so I'm just going to leave it on for a little bit. And right now I'm just putting it on my eyebrows, because I want my eyebrows to look a little lighter, so it doesn't look severe and dark and contrasts with my makeup. So after that, I'm going to contour real quickly so then I can take off the powder that I've put on. And I'm going to go into the Sleek Cosmetics contour, well, Sleek Makeup Cosmetics, whatever it is, contour and blush palette in medium 374, which is this one right here. And I'm going to use an angled brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to start contouring. I'm not using too much, just a little bit. So I'm going to start by buffing it in there into the hollows of my cheeks where I placed my contour. I'm going to do my temples as well really quickly because the powder is setting, and then my chin area as well. Oh, and not forgetting my nose. Woo, almost forgot that one. So I'm going to contour my nose as well. And I'm doing it very lightly. Contour, contour, done. Now, next thing before I even take off the powder, oh my gosh, I have to hurry up, is I'm going to go into the Sleek Makeup Blush palette. And I am going to go in with this orangey, let me bring it closer, this orangey blush. I'm just using a little bit and put it on my cheekbones. Gotta smile for this. And as I'm doing it, I'm also dusting off the setting powder just a little bit. And next I am going to put my powder, and the powder I'm going to use is from MAC Cosmetics. Honestly, I've had this for quite a bit, so you're not gonna see anything, but it's in dark deep. And so I'm going to use my powder brush and then dip it into the powder and dust my face, under my chin, everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's setting and I'm not liking this at all. But we can fix this and I'll show you how. Next, we're going to highlight, and I'm going to be using 3 different highlighters because I am extra like that. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Kilowatt, and then I'm going to be using the MAC Cosmetics Skin Finish in Gold Deposit. And then I'm going to go into the MAC Cosmetics Skin Finish in Whisper of Jilt. So I'm going to mix all the 3 together just a little bit, and I'm going to go into the inner corners of my eyes first. Look at that. My inner corners. And then without going in again, I'm going onto my brow bone, and it's really pigmented. I'm sure you guys can see. Look at that. I still have not gone into any of the highlighters, and there's still more, and you know, I bet you can see how pigmented it is. But yeah, so I am now gonna go into them, and then I'm going to put a bit on the bridge of my nose to highlight it. Look at that, that is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And the tip of my nose as well, my upper lip, cupid's bow area, just a little bit, not too much, and also on my chin. And look, I'm already a glowing goddess. And next I'm going to put that on my cheekbone areas. So I'm just, you know, brushing through all 3 of them right now. And now the cheekbone area. Look at that. Ah! I love highlights. Oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna make a C. Ooh la la. Oh. Oh. I'm way too hype about this. And then I'm gonna do the other side. I've also noticed that whenever I do this side of my face, it doesn't really pick up the highlighter. I don't know why. But today, it is picking. I mean, I mean, you see what I mean? If I could bath in it, I would bath in it. But no, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, guys, this is the glow. And now I'm going to go on to the lipstick. I just used a little bit of Burt's Bees Caramel Lip Shimmer. And it's really, it's got this peppermint feel to it, so it's stinging quite a bit. So yeah, so I'm going to do something, I guess, natural. That's what I go to, like that's my go-to type of thing, you know. So I'm going to line my lips, and I'm using the Essence brow pencil to line my lips because I cannot find my brown pencil. And yeah, just line my lips. Nothing fancy, you know, the whole usual shebang. Line them up. And then next I'm going to go into this Kiko Milano lipstick in, I think it has a number, I'm not too sure, but this is what it looks like. It's so pretty, and it's kind of like a pinkish nude, which I really like. And I think, oh okay, well the number came off, I'm really sorry guys. Wait, does it have a name? Ah, it's called Rosetto. I don't know if they still have some in stock because I got this last year, January. So maybe they still have it. And it's also matte. So after that, I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty Galaxy lipstick, you know, in Starlit. Stars lit. Anyway, that was lame. But whatever. I'm going to put that on top to give it a little bit of a shimmer. I really like this lipstick. Put a little bit here. Cool. And then after that, I'm just going to put some mascara because I forgot. And you know, this mascara is from Essence. They have some really nice mascaras. So I'm just putting that on. And should I put any on my bottom lash? Maybe just a little. Just to let people know that, yeah, I got bottom lashes too. Yeah, bottom lash. Ooh, done and done. Next, which is the last step, is my setting spray. I usually use the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. I wouldn't say it's ideal in hot weather because I used this when I was in Ghana last year, and oh my goodness, it was not good at all. It was not good because I did have my mattifying primer and everything, but then when I put this on top, it's like it just defeated the whole purpose of my makeup staying all day. So instead of this one, I would highly recommend that you use the matte one or any matte setting spray. But since I don't have the matte one because I'm a dewy girl, I really love dewy makeup, I'm going to spray, maybe, let me just count how many pumps I'm going to use. Maybe 1, 2, maybe 2.5 pumps of this. So 1, 2.5. And yeah, this is the look. So this is the look, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I had fun doing this tutorial. Yeah, so if you'd like to see more tutorials like this, make sure to comment below. Also make sure to like as well and subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Instagram, which is Coral Beauty Ash, on Twitter as well. Coral Beauty Ash is all the same. And yeah, would really love to connect with you, get to know you, and to know what kind of makeup looks you'd like to see on this channel. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to click subscribe. Once again, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and share this video as well for those that are suffering with oily skin and need a remedy for flawless makeup during the summertime. All right, catch you guys later. Take care. Bye. So you better subscribe, people. Subscribe and make sure to watch our other videos right here, because there are other videos to watch. So just watch them. Even if it's just a pastime, you're waiting or something, just watch. Like, just watch. Ah, my hair is looking cute though. Hair is looking so cute. Oh my gosh, I need to wash my hair. I don't feel like washing my hair. I have to wash my hair tonight. Okay, I'm talking too much. Alright, okay. Have you subscribed? Okay. You subscribed, yeah? Okay. Cool.